Flosstube. My name is Anne and welcome to a Tobyknits Flosstube episode 34. If you are new to my channel, then welcome. Grab a cup of tea and get comfy because today we're talking all about the cross stitch. The cross stitch I've been doing in the past week. There might be a lot. Fridays I talk about my quilting and which is a new to me craft, and Mondays is all about the knitting. Toby has decided to join us because, as you can see, I'm upstairs today. Here's Toby. Say hello, Toby. Hello, Toby. Say hello, Toby. Toby is my Yorkshire Terrier. Well, he's not a puppy anymore. He's four this month. And yeah, he's a lolly boy. Oh, he's a lolly boy, yes. But he doesn't like the basement, which is normally where I film and where my craft room is now. Anyway, we're here to talk about the cross stitch today. And it's been a busy week. Oh my, has it ever been? I've never been so busy in all my life, and I've been retired 5 years already now. Oh, anyway, let's see if we can remember what happened all week. So we'll go back to last Wednesday when I left off with you. So that evening I worked on my Song of Christmas. This is a lavender and lace chart stitched on 32 count green linen. And I've been working on this chart for over 20 years now. So let me explain. I started it about 22 years ago, I would say. Got a good year or two in, and back then I used to stitch on my two projects monogamously a year. Just two. I know. What was that about? So the first one from January to December, January to July was all just something fun, just something to do, something bright and cheerful. Then July to December was a Christmas project. So I did this for 2 years in a row, got as far as the top of the little angels' heads, and then never cross-stitched for 20 years. Well, it was at that time when the eyesight was going and I was no longer just a far away, couldn't see person, as to now everything up close was getting a bit difficult. And, you know, I didn't really think of bifocals. So I just put it all away and forgot about it for 20 odd years. And then when I picked up quilting 2-3 years ago, I went to the Fat Quarter Shop originally to look at a particular pattern, and I'd seen a video that they'd put up, and I realized she also did a lot of cross stitch. So I got my cross stitch back out, and oh, have I ever. So here is where I am now. I've got my two angels done. So this past Wednesday, I worked on all this here, getting her dress ready. And by doing it that way, I've kind of learned a lot more from cross stitching now, that if I work at outline an area like this, the next time I go in and I just color all that white in, I don't actually even have to look at my chart because all this will be white, and so I'll just stitch all that white. So that's kind of a good thing to do when you're at a cross stitch retreat and you're busy talking and you don't want to count too much, or if you're watching a really good TV show or F1 or football game, which if you've been around long enough, you know those are my two big favorite sports. Anyway, so that was Wednesday. Now, this little one never got any love last night because we went to visit some friends and didn't get home till very late. So I didn't get it done. And it's not going to get done for another 2 weeks or so because on Monday, we're going down to Nova Scotia to see my grandson, oh, little Leo. And so we're going to see little Leo and his mom and dad, obviously my son and daughter-in-law. So I'm very super excited. We haven't seen them since August. Yeah, no, that doesn't sound like it's that far away, really, does it? But that was only a flying weekend that they came home. But previous to that, it was June. We try to see them at least every 3 months or so. And they just bought a new house and they're moving today. So that's going to be very exciting. And so, because I'm not taking the big hoop frame with me to Nova Scotia. That's not coming. So that's now going to get put away for a couple of weeks. So then on Friday nights, I have been stitching Fall on the Farm. And all my needle minders are catching up with each other here. And this is the block I'm working on, which is block number 5. I now have all of the pieces for it. There are 9 blocks altogether. So what I'm saying about a block is this, the pattern itself is on the other side of this, so I cannot show you, but this is what you get, and you can make it into a small pillow thing, or you can stitch all 9 of them together on one big piece of cloth, which is what I'm doing. And I'm stitching mine on 16 count beautiful beige, and here it is. Now, I really probably should have ironed or pressed all these to show you, because literally I just took them out of the bags this morning where they all get scrunched up, and I either work on this little wooden hoop for my linens, or I work on a plastic ring or a Q-snap for my Adas. So this was number 1, which came out, I think, in January. This one is the one that inspired me to make this. That came out February, that was March, that was April, and this one should have been May, but as you can see, I'm really behind. And so here is where this one goes. So I did get a lot done on this one last week. I managed to get all the insert in the middle part done here, all the orangey bit, and around the border edges. So all this color is what went in last Friday, and I will be working on it tomorrow night and hoping to get that block finished tomorrow night, because as you can see, I don't have a lot to do. I just have to do the other leg there and the corners, and then finish the border. So I'm hoping to get this finished tomorrow night, and I will be taking it with me. I'm taking all my cross stitch with me to Nova Scotia, so I can work on it there. Get any of it done, I don't know. Probably get the majority of it done at the airport, because you know we have to change planes on the way back, and oh gosh, nothing can be straightforward with the airlines these days. So then, so that was Friday night. Saturday, did I work on anything Saturday, or was that a knit night? I think that was a knit night. Sunday is this lovely thing, which is for my grandson Tristan. Leo already has his, and we're hoping to get it framed when we get down there for his new room. But this one is for Tristan, who's my 2.5-year-old, who I'm expecting shortly. And this is how much I've done of it, and I actually managed to get the rest of the tiger finished. Actually, I still have a tiny bit there to do on his leg, but I got his ears, his nose, his face done, the grass at his feet, and started on the giraffe. So that's what I worked on this week. So here again is what I did. Can you see that? Can't tell what I did and what I have to do next. So loving this. I just love my system that I have. So I've picked like 4 projects to work on, and I stitch on them a certain day of the week, in the evening, because that's when I cross stitch mostly. And so I've really enjoyed doing that because I'm using different threads, different colors, and different cloth. So you get all the different feels and the different textures. So you're not bored. Like if I had to work on the same thing over and over till it finished like I used to do, at this stage of my life, I think I'd be bored. Whereas now it's kind of cool because even though I might not get a lot of stitches in, I still have the satisfaction of doing it and watching that grow. So eventually, depending on if some of them started around the same time, I end up with a pile of finishes all at once and then a whole pile of new projects. Because yes, I'm not supposed to start anything new until I finished one of those 4. Okay, so let me just show you another one I've been working on. This has been in the daytime when I have 5 minutes, usually when Tristan's napping. And this is a hands-on design. I've never done any of the hands-on design stuff before, and I cannot show you what this looks like because it was a mystery, and they don't actually put out the finished, the part or the piece for you that you're going to be working on. You have to buy the pattern, which I did obviously, and it was a 4 or 5 part spread out over 2 days. Every 2 days you got a new piece of the pattern. So the first part was, we got, I think it was the bottle, we got this part here, just this part here. That was part 1. Part 2 was this guy who I haven't finished yet, and all this. And then part 3, which I have started, is going to be a garland of little pumpkins underneath the shelf. And then some words up here. So this is really super sweet. It's a quick stitch, believe it or not. It doesn't look like it is, but it is. Because I've only spent maybe 3 or 4 days, afternoons on this. And so it is a quick stitch, considering there's back stitch in it too. And I stitched this on 32 count Belfast linen, natural linen. So yeah, here it's really cute. The pattern is now going to become available because it was a mystery stitch along, and I think she's releasing the pattern on the 29th of September on her website that you could then buy as a full chart all ready to go. So yeah, that's what this one looks like. It's really cute, and my friend Diana got me in it to stitch on that with her. So I have enjoyed that. But again, this has just been one I've thrown in during the day to do. And I just really enjoyed that. So there's that one, that's coming along. And that one will be easily, I might even put that on my carry-on and stitch this on the plane because it's very little and easy to hold. So that will be coming with me. And then, oh yeah, and then there is an and then. And then Diana, once again, told me about another one that she was doing, another Halloween one from Tiny Modernist. And I went on the site and I fell in love with this chart, and I'm definitely going to buy it so that I can stitch it for next Halloween because I really, really like it. I think it's one of my most favorite, I'll put a picture of it here. It's one of the most favorite Halloween things I've seen. And I'm not really a huge Halloween stitcher. I love Christmas more. So, of course, she had a Christmas one. And again, this is, and if you know me, you know how much I love my mysteries, a mystery stitch along. So this is number 1, which was September 1st release. So her releases are September 1st, October 1st, and December 1st. So here is, and obviously it's a snow globe, the same as the Halloween one was. So I'm kind of liking this little theme. And So I think that's really cute. So that's number 1, and here is what I've got done so far. And again, this is an in-between stitch. So because I'm working on the others. Oh, it goes that way. No, it doesn't. It goes that way. Which way does it go? Yes, it goes that way. Yes. So this is obviously the start of the snow globe, and this is the base of the globe. And then here are some of the flowers, as you can see, that are coming down the side of the globe. So I wanted to get the base here in, because obviously I just found the middle, and started a little bit of the globe. And then I decided I'd work on this and then come up and over and then match the globe. So I'm making sure that I'm getting the globe correct. I didn't want to stitch all the globe and then realize I was out of stitch. So I thought I would do it that way. So I'm really enjoying this. And this is stitched on 28 count linen. I don't actually know. I think it's tea-dyed linen, that's the name of it. And I got it at Michael's. So I don't know who makes it. Could be Charles Craft. I feel like it's Charles Craft. So that was my other in-between thing. Yeah. And then finally, my Monday night stitch is this one, which I'm making for my son. And I have to make sure he doesn't see this when I'm down there working on it. I might have to leave this one back here. Because he has a dog identical to this and another dog identical to this, but a different color. So I'm going to try to change the color for Luna into beiges and stuff, because she's the same color as my Toby. And that's where I am with that. This is all half stitches at the moment. The center where the dogs are is going to be full stitches, but these are all half stitches, like full cross stitches. These are halves. And you can see that it's 2 grays, and in some instances, like a bit in here, I think, and a bit here, we've mixed a strand each of the 2 grays. So it gives us another and a bit more definition, which I really think is kind of cool. So that obviously is the door frame right here that I am working on there. And yeah, I do have more fabric. It's just all curled up because I usually curl it. You can see where the ring was. And then I put a Wonder Clip to hold it so that I don't have so much fabric underneath me when I'm working. So that's everything I've been stitching on. So it's quite a lot. Oh, one more thing. Backwater Shop is doing another mystery stitch along. Oh my gosh. Which they're releasing once a week. And this was week 1. And this is free on their website, so you can go check this out. And of course, it's a Christmas one, and we all know I love Christmas, and we all know I love mysteries. So this is the Christmas one. Now, I had it ready to go, because I've had this little baggie here ready with all the floss, ready to go for weeks, because this was supposed to be done back in, I think it was July, for their Christmas in July, but they didn't get, it's also a quilt along, and they didn't get the fabric for the quilt, so it got left. And they just actually got everything in and mailed everything out, so they're starting it. Now, I do have the 32 count linen in there, but I don't think I'm going to use that. I think I'm going to pull it out, because I do think it calls for a 28 count or 14 count natural linen, so natural Aida. So I think I'm going to use what I have left over from this, which is a 32 count, and it's lighter. So I think I'm going to cut some of that this afternoon and start on this today. Apparently you can do the first part in 2 hours. So I might get that done and see if I can stay on track. And then, of course, that again is something small I'll take with me to Nova Scotia. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this rather long video and lots of stuff to show you, because that will hopefully keep you cozy for the next 2 weeks, because I won't be doing any videos while I'm down there. I don't think I'll have time. And I don't know what their internet's going to be, if they even have it set up by the time we get there. So, yeah, I'm going to have to, I might put, if you follow me on Facebook or Instagram, it's Tobyknits is my my name on there. Go in, well, it'd be lovely if you like the page, but if you click follow, then you'll actually get notifications, or you'll find it in your feed or whatever. And I will post on there my progress, but there won't be, I might even try and do a live video, again, depending on what their internet is. But for the most part, I'm not going to be doing any videos for the next 2 weeks. So, yeah, I hope you have a wonderful week. Come back Friday, I will have a quilty fun, and then again, there'll be nothing for 2 weeks. And I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I will talk to you soon. Okay, bye. Don't forget to tell your mates, like and subscribe. Bye.